Hey folks, Todd at Freedom Fighter Tactical. Time for the latest status of business and inventory update. Let's get started right now. Hey folks, Todd at Freedom Fighter Tactical. Welcome to the channel. Yes, it's another week here at Freedom Fighter Tactical coming to an end. Middle of June. Can you believe we're in the middle of June already? This year is flying by. And you guys are having the parts fly off the shelves. Thank you so much for your patronage. I talked to a lot of you on the phone, by email, by text, whatever, trying to help you build your guns and perfection. That's what we do here at Freedom Fighter Tactical. I'm very happy to do it. Phone number's on the website. You can call or text me there. There's a text blurb on the website, and you can email me through the contact page on the website. Be sure to get on the email subscribe list. That is my only list for parts that you might be interested in so that you're notified when they drop. I don't keep lists otherwise for any part on the website. So that's it, folks. Doing videos here at YouTube and the email list. That's where you can find out the latest and greatest information regarding the Benelli M4, also the Benelli M1, M2, M3, not even Super Black Eagles. I'm not really doing those much anymore, but 1301 as well. Working on a Beretta account here. I've been working on it for 2 years. I had an account established with one guy, and he disappeared. I don't know whatever happened to him. I think he got poached by another company, or who knows what happened with him. I don't even know, but had an account with them, was able to buy direct for about a year, and then poof. And it has been pure hell trying to get established again with them. And I'm probably at my last try now. And I think that he's going to make it happen. I'm hoping so. If not, I'll just make everything. I'll just make every single thing that they make. I'll just make it. And that way, they're just sold out. Everywhere is always sold out of Beretta stuff. So, I mean, I'll do something about it if I need to. I'll probably do it anyway as time goes by. A lot of things going on here at Freedom Fighter Tactical. You all ask a lot about the flashlight mounts. I know that's been a dire situation since Earl over at Impact Weapons Components died. I've been trying hard to have a completed project that I'm happy with. I don't know if I'll ever be happy with this project. He pretty much made what is the best solution for this shotgun because of its simplicity, and it's hard to do much more than what he did. And I'm trying to figure out how to make it our work and make it different and make it unique and make it something that, is arguably, I don't want to use the word better because I'm not out to make a better part than Earl, but something that I can feel really good about offering to you guys that offers both the flashlight for the scouts, the mounting system for the scouts, the mounting for the if you are using the rail like the NP or the 1913, and also having a QD attachment there for your sling. So we're working on that. I've been working very hard on this project. We're very, very close, but it's still going to be a few weeks away at least. So hang tight. In the meantime, we're also working on the collapsible stocks that I told you would be out sometime this year. That is still going to happen sometime this year, but we're being very methodical in getting this thing finished and to where I feel comfortable selling it to you guys, and you guys can probably have your gunsmiths put it together. I would prefer that than having you put it together yourself. I will be offering these disassembled. That will be the less expensive of the options. Of course, they're not going to be cheap. I get a lot of people, they're always emailing me, hey, you need to make them here, in the United States, make them, and you can, sell them for half of what the Benelli ones come in at. That's dreaming, folks. That's not happening, not unless they're made in China, and we don't want them made in China. We want them made here in America. So they are not going to be cheaper than anything that you ever find with the Benellis. It's just the way it's going to be, and they're not going to be assembled on top of that. So, but the idea is that they're readily available, and that's kind of the crucial component of the whole thing. I will offer them assembled most likely. I will assemble them myself. As I do the oversized bolt release buttons. My oversized bolt release button factors in a price, although all I have to do on that is line up a button and screw it on. But on the stocks, it's going to be much more involved, and I imagine I will get 1 or 2 stocks done an hour. And my hourly rate for doing that kind of stuff is like 10 times a gunsmith at least. So having them assembled will be very expensive. It'll be for the guys who don't care about their money. They care about their time way more than they care about their money. So for those of you who would like to stick to a more reasonable budget, You've got a gunsmith down the road who will do it for much less money than I'll do it. So there are some particulars about the stocks, whether it's coming with the grip, whether it's not. I haven't ironed everything out yet, so I'm sorry I don't have more information. Let me turn this TV down. I'm actually in a second take of this video. The first take, the sound was just absolutely terrible. So I had to trash that video and figure out what was going on with my audio. And I've got the old Mission Impossible. I don't know if you guys have the Pluto app on your television set. It's the best app ever. Old Price is Right, old Mission Impossible, old Rawhide, whatever you want to watch, old Family Feud. It's all on there all day long for free. It's great. I've been on kind of a Mission Impossible binge because I can work and it doesn't irritate the hell out of me. It's not too noisy and, it's kind of just very low keel. Oversized bolt release buttons, getting very low on the oversized bolt release buttons. Get them while we got them, folks. I mean, the second they're gone, everyone and their mother is going to want one way more than when I've got them. It's how it always works. If I've got something in supply, the interest will be normal up until the day it sells out. And suddenly 1,000 people show up wanting that part. It's incredible. Happens with every part. Titanium tubes, oversized bolt release buttons, trigger kits. If I've got trigger kits in, if I've got top rails, it was like that with top rails. When I didn't have top rails, every single day I'd hear from 20 people about top rails. Then when I've got them in stock and they're ready to go, maybe I sell 20 of them in a week or something like that. It's incredible how when something's gone, everyone has to have it. It's kind of, it happened unfortunately with Earl, and Impact Weapons Components. We carried his 1913 Picatinny rail. We carried his scout mount. We carried his collapsible stock mount. We carried various things. And when the parts were moving and Earl was making parts and thriving, and we were thriving with Earl on those parts, we sold a good amount of the parts, but it's just selling parts, right? And some days you'd sell a few, and some days you wouldn't sell any. And now that Earl has passed and, they're hard to get, if I had a box of 1,000 of them today, they'd be gone in 3 hours. So it's just the way it works. When things are plentiful, you guys don't want it as much. And when things are rare and you can't get it, all of a sudden everybody's got to have it. So anyway, oversized bolt release button's one of those things. Get them while we've got them. They're not easy to get all the parts needed to make those things for you, and we've got the best one around. The NP3 version is also getting low as well. Steel 7s are getting low in both NP3 and black. We don't have the titanium tubes, and we're at least 10 weeks away from those, if not more. So as long as those are sold out, usually the steel are of more of an interest to you guys than titanium anyway, but because those are gone, of course, there's more interest in the steel since people want to put their guns together today. They don't want to wait 8 weeks or 10 weeks or 12 weeks or 16 weeks to get a part. So they sacrifice and just get the steel now. And some of them come back and get the titanium later, and some of them just, hey, I'm happy with the steel. It's fine. But we're getting low on the tubes. Recoil tubes are getting very low in the six position capacity, particularly. You guys are eating those things up. Another thing, the door breachers. You guys are going through my door breachers like mad. If you're interested in a door breacher, you want to get one. I've been talking about them on the videos. I've been talking about them in the shorts. You guys are really liking the door breach, the muzzle brakes. So get them while you can. The collapsible stocks, we're working on them. We're being very methodical in getting those out. As I said, I'll be putting a few of them together as needed, but they're going to be, you're going to save a lot of money having your gunsmith do it. I'm just telling you right now. And they'll be pricey anyway. They're American made, man. It's, you don't get cheap when it's made in America. It just doesn't happen. And you know what, if you want cheap, for those of you guys out there, I know there's going to be people out there who are going to really give me crap about the price of our collapsible stocks being the same as Benelli or whatever. And not even assembled. And guess what? Then don't buy it. Don't buy it, okay? My mission isn't to squeeze everyone in the process of making these things so that I can give you the cheapest possible price. I don't work that way. I want everybody that's involved in my project to be happy. They make money on the project they work with me on. They put their kids in schools. They put food on the table. They keep their machines running. They pay their bills. And I don't, I mean, I don't know if any of you are in manufacturing or whatever your business is. I mean, I know a lot of people out there who are in business who are in a buying capacity. They love to nitpick and nitpick and nitpick the hell out of the people they buy stuff from. Taking a nickel off here, taking a nickel off there. I don't do that crap, folks, okay? I'm going to pay the going rate to get something done so that I can get it done. When you start cutting nickels off, you start cutting quality, and you start cutting all sorts of other things. So, it is what it is. If it's in your budget, great. If it's not, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I don't lose sleep over that. It's just the fact of doing business in the United States in 2024. You've got every obstacle imaginable put in front of you by the state and the federal government. They tax the shit out of you any which way they can. They squeeze American business in every way imaginable. You're not going to get cheap parts and still have it American made and still have it quality. That's the thing. The guys that want the cheap parts, they still want the quality. They still want American made, but they don't want to pay for it. It's incredible sometimes, what I see and hear about prices of stuff. But you know what? It is what it is. And I don't lose sleep over that either. It is what it is. So I make it for the guys who want it. And I know it'll be a stretch for a lot of you guys, and you'll make it happen because it's what you want. And I'm happy to provide it for you. So I'm really excited about that project. I also have I have one collapsible stock mount on the website already. It's been there for a while. It's basically the same thing as what Earl had for this collapsible stock. We were able to get those things finalized a few months ago, and they've been on the site. I've mentioned them a few times, but I haven't made a big deal about it because it's just a sling mount. There's only so many people putting those sling mounts on collapsible stocks, but we have another sling mount also coming as well that's a little bit different. That'll be an option for you guys too. Of course, neither one of these sling mounts works on the field or the pistol grip stock. You also notice on the website, if you guys are friends and family, you spend a lot of time with me and you're on the website a lot. I've kind of redesigned the website in a lot of ways. I'm still working on it, and thanks for a few. You have pointed out some broken links and things. I appreciate it. If you find anything, please let me know. But I'm getting very specific about which guns I make and sell parts for. If I don't list your gun as something I make and sell the part for, I will help you out as much as I can, but I won't take the parts back when they don't fit, don't work, don't tricky, they need fitting, any of that stuff. You own it. You own it. If it says this part is for the Benelli M4 and you buy it for a clone, or you buy it for an old HK, or you buy it for an SPE, or you buy it for, and it doesn't work for you, you own it. I'm not buying. It's like if I sold Porsche parts and you bought a Porsche part because you heard it will work on your Ford, and then you go put it on your Ford, it doesn't fit, and you want me to take it back after you've monkeyed it up. I'm not doing it. So I've gotten very specific about the guns that I sell parts for, and that I make parts for, and that I really want to do customer service with. The market there's just too much going on now with all the clones showing up, and a lot of people are getting into these old HKs for whatever reason, and I just don't have any interest in the old HKs. I'm not looking to expand my business by selling to people who buy old HKs. I don't want to deal with the headache. Anything that's a constant customer service issue, I don't want to deal with it. Clones, old shotguns that no one's even got the schematics for anymore, that came out before the internet, and before forums and all that. And so there's just not a wealth of information about those guns out there. I don't want to screw around with that stuff. I just don't want to do it. Just because clones showed up, just because people are getting into old HKs doesn't mean I have to enthusiastically embrace serving those crowds. I just don't want to. It's just too much trouble. It's way too much work, and time on the phone and emails and all that, trying to figure all these puzzles out. And it would be one thing if you figured the puzzle out and it was universally always true, but it's not the case with these old guns. It's not the case with clones. You can take a part of mine and it'll work on 5 clones. It won't work on 5 more. They're all from the same manufacturer and came out the same month. I mean, it's just a constant service headache. So, I started this business servicing the M4 and expanded into the M1, M2, and M3, and I'm dialing it back to those 4 guns and the 1301, which I haven't done a lot for, but the plan is to get involved in those in the near future. And I've been talking about that for years. I'm trying to get my Beretta, starting with my Beretta account, reworked. I had a Beretta account, and the guy just was like poof. He just off in the wind. And next time I tried to put an order in, and he was just gone from the company. And trying to get reestablished with them has been like pulling teeth. And if I can't get reestablished, I'll just make everything, which I'll probably do anyway. But working hard to get reestablished with Beretta so that I can get a foothold with that particular shotgun. I bought a 1301 last month. I actually have 3 1301s now. I have 2 of the first version, whatever they're calling them, Gen 1, and I have 2. Well, I will have 2 of the Gen 2s by the end of next month. Yeah, I think so. So anyway, I'm working to move into those better than I already am now. Anyway, folks, I'm losing my voice because I had to reshoot this video due to sound quality issues. Thank you for your support. I appreciate all of you. Thank you all the military and law enforcement first responders out there who serve our country in a constitutional capacity with care and love for this country and the people in it, as opposed to those who are out there because they get a paycheck and they don't give a shit about any of us, and they don't give a shit about the Constitution, and they're just going to do what their dear leader tells them to do. We're not as fond of you guys. But those of you who are out there serving your neighbors and serving your community and who love and care about every aspect of American life being nicer, as nice as we can make it, you guys and girls are in my thoughts and prayers always. So thank you so much. Again, I know a lot of the people in my crowd are with me on that. So take care, be safe, come home safe every night. It's very important. And my family appreciates that from you guys. So anyway, new video coming soon. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon.